Workbench, where we talk about math, science, history, trains, and do it all with some very fun activities. Mr. Bob, Education Director for the National Railroad Museum. If you're watching us on Facebook Live and want to type in with a question, feel free to do so. We'll answer those after the It was built by Cyrus Erie in South Milwaukee, Wisconsin in 1903. It's a crane capable of lifting 80 tons, which would have meant it was useful on freight cars or passenger period, the early 1900s. W-1 was a steam-powered wrecking crane, and you can see here in its current rendition, it needs a little restoration. It's been stored outside. Limitation. The wooden cab that normally would the mechanics on the wrecking crane needs some work, but with that off, it allows us to see the inner workings of the unit. In the back here, a large water tank and steam boiler. The power for and we see where that is located here on our map. Prior to the Panama Canal being constructed in the early 1900s, ships traveling to the west coast of the United States had to sail all the way around Cape Horn, a trip of about 12,000 miles. With the Panama Canal opening, that trip was cut down to about 4,000 miles. Cyrus Erie in South Wisconsin also built steam shovels. And shortly after constructing W-1 for the Soo Line, by a matter of just a few years, they received an order here in the canal zone. U.S. President Teddy Roosevelt was a big advocate of the Panama Canal, and on one of his visits to the construction zone, he actually climbed in to see the inner workings of one of those wrecking crane W-1 and the steam shovels for the Panama Canal construction, built at the same place, South Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Now, if you like wrecking cranes and would like an image of one for your wall at home, one of the National Railroad Museum membership prints features W-1 in action, a watercolor by artist Steve Kruger. If you'd like to pick one of these up for yourself, visit the museum's website, nationalrrmuseum.org. Dial over to the shop tab and scroll down to railroad art prints. You'll find the W-1 there along with information on museum membership. So a little bit about one of the more interesting maintenance pieces in the museum's collection, Soo Line Wrecking Crane W-1. The National Railroad Museum inspires lifelong learning by providing dynamic education opportunities through the preservation of railroad objects, engaging exhibits, and innovative programs. As a nonprofit education institution, we are supported by both public and private donations and by our museum members. For more information on how you can support the National Railroad Museum or become a museum member, visit our website, nationalrrmuseum.org. And as always, thank you so much for your continued support. Hey, I'm Mr. Bob. Thanks for visiting Mr. Bob's Railroad Workbench, and we hope to see you here again real soon.